Morning, everybody. uh, I'm back. Well, kind of, sort of. This video is more of a sign of life than anything else. I've been rather absent lately. First of all, there's actually, I don't know if this also happens to you guys, but if stuff goes wrong, it usually comes in threes. So first thing was, came down with a really nasty, very long dragging out, let's call it a cold. This was hefty. I don't think I've had one hang on this long. It took me a little while to get over it. Yeah, then of course, like I said, good things come in threes. The computer started to act up. So I've been having to redo that one or basically fix it. Still not 100%, but it's a heck of a lot better. It finally works without actually locking up all the time. And then, yeah, I've just been drained. Physically, due to the cold, that's for sure, but that'll come back. Now it's more mentally. It's just some things I've been mulling in my head, and let's just put it this way, I wasn't necessarily in a state of mind. I didn't really want to talk to anybody, just kind of, I needed my own time, I needed some space. So I do apologize, I hope you guys understand. And as you can hear, the voice, it just quite has not come back 100%. Who knows, maybe it'll stay that way. Yeah, but I'm working on sorting things out. I feel good enough to finally step in front of the camera again. So, incidentally, funny enough, since, I mean, tomorrow I'm not going to be making a video because I have to work on Sunday. And, yeah, that would be the 1-year anniversary of this channel. If I look back, I'm not mistaken. It was the 1st of April last year. Started as a venture, which has been an interesting one. To say the least. Interesting and overwhelming, somewhat. You know, just to be able to meet all of you guys. And it was an interesting one. Anyway, as you can see, I have plenty of scruff. This looks nasty. This is, I don't even remember. This must be, what, 10, 12 days? I can only imagine what Tom Deletty is going through. This is annoying, but I didn't really feel like shaving in any kind of way. Like I said, I was just in my own little space, and just let's leave it at that. Now, the thing I can show you is this funky growth pattern that I've been talking about. You see that, how that's going down there? This is coming down here, this is coming from in here. Here's a swirl, here's a swirl coming out. This grows in here, this comes down, and it's very well seen. So as you can tell, yeah, this is kind of funky. So this is coming down here, and so, you know, for all the beginners, if you can afford to, grow it out a couple of days and just see where it's coming in, where you've got those lines meeting, where you need to switch it up a little bit, you know, go into different directions, since, you know, everybody always teaches you, oh yeah, this is the way, and then this is the way, and then this is the way. If it doesn't work for you, if it gives you irritation, this might be the reason. You know, your face is individual, and you might have to switch it up a little bit according to what's going on. I'm looking at the mirror here, you know, just so I can, like I said, it's coming down here, and you see all these gray hairs? Yeah, these ain't helping. They're a little more sturdier and offer a little more resistance to the shave. And yeah, they've been kind of leaving a little bit of stubble behind, and if I try to get that, I tend to get irritation. So, somewhat. Anyway, soap for today. We'll be using this. Kind of figured, let's go for it. I haven't used it yet. I've had it in the den for a good amount of time, and yeah, just felt like it. My sense of smell, unfortunately, is not back 100% either. I've got kind of this metallic smell still going on, so it's somewhat tainted. I'm going to refrain from doing any scent reviews here in the future until everything is fixed, and I'll let you know about that. So you know, I don't want to taint any reviews on the scent. It's kind of like, oh yeah, this smells like this and this, and then you know, it's something totally different. Like I said, it is very tainted. The nose is clear, but something went out of whack up in here. So hard puck, got it in my little bowl here. Blade for today will be a Rotbart Extra Dünn. There we go, vintage, somewhere along the 2000s. I think it's the second use. Yeah, hold on. Shaver for today. Normally for something like this, I tend to like to use an open comb. They do not clog. But the previous shave to this one, I used the my most aggressive open comb, the what is it, the old type, the 1919 original single ring, and I got a lot of irritation down here. I was bright red, just because skin isn't used to it anymore. It isn't used to be you know, basically tortured with a surgically sharpened piece of steel. So we're gonna go a little milder. I'm going with, on the fatty, the Scotch&Stowe fatty handle. This is the Razor Rock German 37 slant. We're just gonna go with that one. I kind of felt like it. I don't know. I could have used the regular Merkur slant. Oh lordy! I've got this little washer in there because the diameter up here does not quite match the base plate, and so I have a little washer in there, and it just kind of sprung off. So let's load this puppy up. Alright, got it loaded, just same thing as always. There we go, now we're even. Check your alignment. So I've been babbling for about 8 minutes, and I haven't even asked how you guys are, so I'm sorry. Being a bad host again. So you saw brush. Today will be the Sterling Boar. Fantastic brush, and I need it to get through to the skin. I need some bristles. Something a little stout. I need to exfoliate. Now I went into the soap. I shook it out, but I was a little on the wet side of things. And I am going all, this is going all over the place. I did not pre-soak the puck in any kind of way. So as you can see, it lathers up just fine. It's called fine soap, right? So let's just scrape the side of the bowl here. And prior to my nose going crazy, I did smell this, and I like it very much. It's basically the same scent as my American Barber from Razor Rock. So let's just dig in here. And I got lather fine all over the place. Now with growth this long, you don't want to go super thick on the lather, because your hair is going to create plenty of difficulties for the razor as is. Dealing with that kind of length. But what you do want is a nice protective slickness on your skin. So while you do want a good amount of lather, you want it to punch through if you want to use bass fishing terms for anything else, you want to punch through the growth and get underneath there to get to the skin. That's what you're trying to protect, and I'm going all over the place. I'm just dipping the tips here a little bit, because the fine is a thirsty soap. Basically what I'm trying to get here is a nice amount of glide, so I can, oh yeah, because this shave is probably gonna cause me irritation a little bit. Like I said, skin's not used to it anymore, and I'm gonna have to train it again. Now, I will not be filming every shave in the future. Look at that. Not doing that anymore. Like I said, I'm just not quite there yet as far as state of mind goes. While I enjoy making these videos, and sometimes I just don't feel up for it. I don't want to be just kind of dragging on about issues. So try to get this kind of growth with a cartridge razor. Oh yeah, you'll be in hell. Let's give this a try. Let's see what it does. I do need to get a haircut. I do appreciate all of you asking how I am, and I do apologize about not getting back with you, most of you. Like I said, it's just a matter of I needed some space. Clear my head. It's not quite clear yet what's happening, but it is getting to the point, like today, where I'm at least able to stand in front of the camera without just kind of, just getting... So, taking it off nicely. Rinsing it, yep, rinse is clean. Not just from the soap, but also from the hair. And this is, where a DE razor comes in very, very handy. I guess I'd try this with a cartridge razor and you'd be rinsing for hours trying to get this stuff from the spaces between your cartridge. There we go, light touch. And this is coming off just wonderfully. Now I picked this razor for the sole reason that I like a slant. I could have done this with a Makua Progress or any other slightly more aggressive with a little bit more gap safety bar razor, just as well. It's just, in between the strokes you just gotta kind of consider how much material you're taking off. So you have to rinse a little more often and keep things clean. But I just kind of prefer a slant, or an open comb for that matter, because it does not clog. This is by no means what I would consider an aggressive razor. It's actually very smooth cutting. And with this blade, which is one of my favorites, very smooth, sharp blade, I was hoping for a result like I am getting. Nice smooth shave, taking it down nicely. As you can see, you saw the growth was coming in this way, going like this. When I'm going down, I'm going across the grain. Now, up here, it is with the grain. As you can see, there it's starting to fill up. So you just gotta rinse it. As you can see, there's plenty here. Here's yucky. Ugh. Pretty disgusting. I'm sorry. As you saw, with all those different changes in direction, I just can't memorize it properly. And I'd be switching off in different directions all the time. So I kind of go with the grain, cross the grain-ish type of deal. I try to, you know, I try not to go against the grain. Across the grain works fine, against the grain, Alrighty, let's get some water on the face. That was an excellent first pass. There's still a couple of spots that I missed. Right up here where I just didn't shave, but the rest has come off beautifully and I would be at least already socially acceptable. Beautiful lather. Scent, I'm picking up a little bit, but not much. Like I said, do not go off of this scent description. My nose is still kaput. Just does not work right. Very odd. But I've had this before. So let's just kind of pick up these stragglers. And I'll get some, there's a nice little board. I'll get these little areas here later. That's detail work. Alright, got the stragglers, I hope. Let's go against the grain. Very nice and smooth. And I'm not going for BBS today. My skin has enough to deal with after this shave. Just trying to go somewhat smooth. There we go. There's one or two little stubbies that I apparently missed on the with the grain pass. They were sticking out quite a bit. So yeah. Just in case somebody does say, you know, it's kind of, hey, what's going on? Nothing I want to talk to or talk about just yet. Just some very personal stuff. And like I said, not meant for the public. And even my closer friends are not involved in this. This is something I just have to completely do on my own. So apologies for that. I hope you understand. All right. It's not any health issues, so no worries there. Alright, cool. I tell you what, I'm not even going to do a pickup pass on this one. This is good enough for me right now. Guys, I'll rinse off and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Tell you what, guys, this is just what I needed. I'm feeling human again. Not looking like a Sasquatch, I guess helps. So, smooth shave. Not feeling a whole lot of irritation, which I actually would have expected. If you don't shave for this long, your skin tends to go soft a little bit. So, witch hazel, just the generic variety. So yeah. To all those that have been waiting for some answers and stuff I need to get done for you. One person in particular I apologize to. I'm getting back in the game. I know I've said that before, but like I said, head games. So, I'm getting there. Promise. Anyway. Not feeling any tingling. Good sign. Let's go through what I've used. We have used today the Fine American Blend. Fantastic soap. Performance was excellent. Really can't say much. The scent, prior to the cold, I really like. So right now I'm not picking up a whole lot. So it's just, yeah, like I said, nose is broken. Whipped it up with the Sterling Sterling Boar brush. Nice one. Got not really through to the skin. Went right through that stubble, worked it up, exfoliated nicely, and got the slickness where it needed to go onto the skin. So that was wonderful. Razor. The head is a German 37 from Razor Rock, a slant razor. This is basically a copy of the Merkur 37. And this one is mounted with a fatty handle, which is just kind of aftermarket. This one is Scotch&Stowe, incidentally. Really like just kind of the combination of these two. Short but hefty, giving me, you know, it's got enough girth to grip it nicely. The knurling isn't too pronounced, but that's not a concern. It's definitely not slippy. Very nice combination. I like that. I like the shorter handled ones. Soap. Blade in there, a Rotbart Extra Dünn second shave, I believe. And yeah, we are dry almost. Oh, there's a little bit of a nick. I got a little weeper, but like I said, to be expected. Hold on, let me just get any any of that flying lather off of there. So aftershave for today will be the CAD from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Just because, you know, I know the scent does match. I have the matching scent, but I'm feeling like some menthol today. Just to cool things down. I'm going to take a healthy dose of this. Whoa, yeah. Oh, skin is definitely not used to it anymore. Whoa, everywhere. I'm talking right here. But not too bad, it's already gone. Just the initial shock. So, menthol is kicking in, very nice. And I am smelling this. So, even though not as pronounced as I usually do, not the first time I'm using this aftershave, but the menthol is helping a little bit. So, yeah. I will be applying a balm after, very possibly this, the Institut Carité. It's been helping out really nicely, and yeah, well, even though it is a little bit more liquidy, it pulls in fairly quickly within, like, you know, 10 minutes. It's gone, but leaves the skin really nice and nourished. So we shall be adding that here in a couple of minutes once everything else is kind of pulled in and dried off, and the initial menthol, menthol kick has done its thing. Then I'll put that on. So yeah, that is it. I apologize for being off so long. I hope you understand. I hope this explains a little bit. And like I said, don't worry about me, guys. I'm alright. It's just something I need to work out, okay? So, even if there is longer pauses in between the videos, it's nothing to be concerned of, okay? I'll try to stay in touch as good as I can. As good as I want to be quite honest. And, you know, I'm not trying to be impolite or anything in any kind of way, but sometimes you just need, your own, need to be in your own head instead of other people's, or, just having to explain stuff. Right now, I can't give you a proper explanation because I'm trying to figure that out. All right. Anyway, this was going way too personal for a shave video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. I'm feeling human again. And yeah, that gives you a little bit of a different perspective on life instead of, just kind of running around like a bum. I wish you all the best. Happy Easter. And I hope, you have a good weekend. Good couple of days off. I'll see you around. That much I promise. I don't know when, but I'll see you around. Thank you. Bye-bye.